So we have, that looks like Jackie Peanuts sitting down against Hatz. Oh man, I like both of these guys so much. I don't want to see them knock each other out.
Yeah, they're both good people.
They're both good people and like amazing players. Hatz, of course, getting 3rd place at Heat Wave 2.
Yep.
Not a small feat at all. Also plays not only with the Just Deal With It glasses, but with a ever-expanding Tower of Hats. You can't see it in the camera because it gets cut off. It actually extends 3 feet high.
Man, I really wish I could have ran into him because my plan was to bring a stack of hats of my own and have a hat off. Whoever won got to carry the hats the rest of the way through bracket.
Oh man, like a spirit bomb.
Exactly.
Of hats, like the spirit stack.
Exactly.
I feel it, but Hatz is feeling it.
Apparently, using that cloud to stall out there and just try and force its recovery out.
And like that actually like almost worked. If his forward air came out slightly sooner, that would be a dead Peanuts. But Jackie finds his way back on stage, but gets caught with the rocket. This is where it's dead. Okay, manages to DI back down to the ground and gets rid of the boulder as soon as possible. If you don't know, it's terrifying because Kragg can't tech or air dodge. So long as he's holding that rock, he can only throw it. Which means if he's caught in a move like Absa air, he's actually going for a ride.
Oh, the Thunderline managing to clip the top of his head there. Manages to fast fall through the second one.
Hatz just staying calm at the far side of the stage, just kind of choosing his moments to be explosive. Because, like, it's crazy, especially when you see how much fire he opened this game up with. And he's just like, okay, well, here's a cloud. Here's a cloud. Here's a kick. Here's a cloud. Here's a kick. And just like, you're going to keep working with it.
Oh, try to the Thunderline, but the Super Armor keeping him safe there.
Setting it up. Jackie Peanuts is keeping calm, though, just jumping all over these Thunderlines, treating it like jump rope, except like you explode if you fail, as opposed to tripping.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets hit with a cloud pop, it's no big deal.
Oh, okay. Jackie notices that the combo has lost its thread, but you saw how on top of he was on that whiff by Hatz. Like, he's still very cleanly in this game. Beautiful.
Good call out there with the up smash, covering that platform.
Really taking advantage of this stage. Like, it makes sense that this is a neutral pick because Absa really wants a big stage against Kragg. But it's Kragg that gets the ability to up smash through this platform. Absa gets almost no coverage from the ground level. Yeah,
and on top of that, the big side blast zones definitely help Kragg live a lot longer.
Oh yeah, especially against all these hooks.
Like that, doing the soft lob to try and mix up the timing on the rock there.
It finds himself just an up tilt, backs off again. That's one thing Hatz lately has been going for a lot of air approaches, and I think Peanuts is catching wind of that. He's trying to back off, either tossing the boulder straight up or just using his up tilt to control that space a little bit better.
So I mean, anytime you can control where your opponent's going and what their game plan is, go for it.
He's gonna just shotgun into forward air. Is he looking for the next one? Gonna let it spike, but ready to tech it at a moment's notice. Hatz then finding himself a strong punish. Not gonna kill Kragg. Not on Ethereal Gates anyway.
The joys of being a heavy buggo.
And then they're the sads of being a heavy buggo, like the edge guards.
Actually managing to clip him with the up B, but getting sent off right on the other side.
Yeah, that looked like almost a crit too.
So Jackie Peanut's going to have to find some way to take the stock off before he takes too much damage. Up air, almost the answer. But good evasion from Hatz there.
Hatz getting caught preparing a little too soon on the platform. And the crowd, we have to mention how much they're popping up for their boy Peanuts, but just Hatz is just trying to make him Peanuts right now too.
I mean, he doesn't want to be working for Peanuts. He wants the kit and caboodle here.
That's backing off. Just constantly jumping so he's not being caught by a lot of these ground options and still harassing with the cloud from the skies.
And again, just using that cloud to keep that edge of the stage an unsafe spot for Peanuts to try and recover here.
This is so scary for Peanuts, but he's making his way back. Makes himself a pillar and shotguns his way. Oh, doesn't make it back out the stage safely. He's running out of time to do it.
Forced to use the uppie as a hop there to make it back, but at the very least, it lets him recover that pillar, but it doesn't matter when your opponent's coming down there after you. Yeah,
that forward air is just being able to react right to that pillar sound effect. He's like, well, you can't block right now. He has to land on that pillar and do that whole animation. The cool superhero three-point landing that Kragg does. Unfortunately, leaves him wide open to being kicked in the face.
Yeah, and that's really the downside of Kragg. If you can figure out where he's going to be using that pillar, he's just a sit and duck. So here we go, going to game 2 on the treetops.
And as Peanuts' counter pick, very, very small stage as we mentioned earlier, but still has large blast zones, which is saving his life. Like, these would have killed on smaller side blast zones.
Oh, just barely able to evade that up air, too, to keep himself alive here, but Peanuts is just having a lot of trouble dealing with this neutral that Hatz is using right now. Especially,
like, the cloud harassment is so well placed, especially in advantage state as well. We saw that cloud actually covering tech options by being tossed underneath that high platform.
Yeah, and he's not really using it too much as a direct line of attack. He's using it as a zone harassment, just preventing Jackie Peanuts from being able to use certain areas of the stage. It's like right there, sending it past him, so that way he has to stay under that platform, so that way Hatz can't chase him down and
yeah, just keeping Peanuts as busy as possible, especially because the cloud keeps moving as well. You just have to keep adjusting your attention, and then you also have this Absa jumping around with these huge kicks.
Yep. Just barely missing that down air there, so.
Oh! Looking for the second up air. Doesn't find it. Almost evened up the stock count there, though.
Yeah, I mean, Peanuts needs to find some way to even this up quick, because the longer he lets Hatz stay alive here, the more damage he's going to be taking from all these little pokes.
Just backing up onto that platform, chilling on top of the rock, but I mean, Hatz kind of is aware of it, was just willing to camp by his own cloud in exchange. The forward air center stage does it, though, for Jackie Peanuts. Yeah, so that'll definitely be a good way for Peanuts to be able to take these stocks a lot earlier than Hatz can. Trying to use the down special as protection on the approach, but again, like you said, these clouds just getting in the way. Actually able to get the downward hitbox on that round-tossed rock there. That is definitely an interesting interaction. Well, forced to jump over that, and Hatz is well aware of that situation. Oh, the boulder actually causing a little bit of inter-resist, but Hatz calling out the double jump and just getting his own up air. This is a lot closer now for Peanuts. If he can find his way back to the stage, he can actually keep himself in this fight, but it's being so hard because of Hatz. I know, he's just constantly hopping just out of range, and whenever Peanuts tries to do something to get back in, here comes a forward air right in your face. The Nair, though, slowly getting his value out of it as a way to just shut down a lot of this quick attack movement. Yep. And here we go, another forward air into the blast zone. Dang. Yeah. Just had to, like, he was trying to manage his drift just right, so he wouldn't be caught in the follow-up. But it's just so hard to hit that sweet spot where you still survive and you don't explode to the next attack they land on you. Yeah, that's really the problem with it. It's like if you DI out, you're going to die from a blast zone. If you don't DI, you're going to get hit by another one. So it's really limited as far as what you can do in those situations. You have to strike that gradient, right? Because like DI isn't digital; it's analog. You can aim it, and not only in any direction, but in any intensity for those directions as well. Yeah, and being able to finesse that is very important. Yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of people tend to not think about when they're trying to DI. It's like, oh, I absolutely don't want to die here. Let me just sling this stick as far as I can. Yeah. Nice use of the pillar, though, to be able to extend that combo a little bit longer. Oh, just calling out with the upstrung. I really like that as an option, too, because there's a high chance that Hatz could have gone straight to the skies. Yep. And that also functioned as an anti-air. There we go, getting a good parry on that cloud, able to convert that into a kill here. So Peanuts managing to start off strong on this third game here. Yeah, immediately gets exploded by that back air, but otherwise having a very strong start for the game 3. Yeah, I mean, anytime you can try and set the tone or pace of the game, it's something you want to do because mentality is just so huge in this game. Tossing up the boulder, not going to be able to get the parry on that falling down air, but still otherwise doing a really good job making his way around Hatz's pressure. Yeah, I mean, just constantly trying to mix up what he's doing with rock, throwing it down to try and pop himself up, using the roll to have some safety. Nice parry on that. It's so necessary, too. Hatz was, like, actually dancing all over him with the cloud and jabs. Yeah. I mean, that's the scary thing about Absa. It's like, it's such a good... Oh, my God, what a call-out. You forgot all about the cloud I planted. It's time for a Thunderline. Yeah, and I mean, that's essentially a good summary of how Hatz has been playing all over the place. He's been doing a good job mixing up between aggressive and defensive play styles, just constantly forcing Jackie Peanuts to have to keep on his toes for what he needs to do in order to get these kills. Yeah. Oh, managing to poke through with that rock before the cloud exploded. Oh! Doesn't get the follow-up off of that cloud hop, though, but he does find himself an opening on Jackie Peanuts with the rock. Jackie manages to get rid of it after only 2 nairs, though. He's getting really good at getting out of that. Yep, and that uppy managing to get Hatz past him there a little early on the roll and punish, though. I like how much respect Peanuts is, like, being forced to show the cloud now, right? Like, he didn't even let his sprite overlap with it. It's like, it might pop at any moment. Up air does it, and that is that. Hatz is going to walk 3-0 over Jackie Peanuts, leaving him down at, I believe, 13th place?
Yeah, that should be correct, because I believe this was